I grew up in the Second World War in the Netherlands, and my parents were great risk takers. And after the war, they decided to move to Canada. So they were risk takers. And so risk was, just part of our lives as we were growing up. But we also could see how our parents handled that, and my mom and dad handled that with a great deal of purpose and dignity and determination. And so as immigrant kids, we went through that stage ourselves, landing in a new country, having to learn a new language, go to new schools, and be embarrassed about not being able to speak the language, and taking all kinds of risks. Having grown up on the farm just north of London here, found out that water was always a big issue, especially clean drinking water. And people messed around on farms with chlorine, which was difficult to apply and not always adequate. I had grown up in an environment where research and good science was always a big goal, and good science and in this case was absolutely essential if you want to grow the technology, enter a very difficult field where there were a lot of skeptics out there. Because chlorine had been a wonderful disinfection technology for 100 years. However, we also now found that the toxicity and the chlorinated compounds were becoming an issue. So there was a window of opportunity to start introducing ultraviolet light. It had been done in places, but in my due diligence process, I found most of it was by trial and error. Not good science had been applied, and there was little commitment to good research and development. So my vision was, if this was going to be a global solution, we needed to do good science. Obviously, the needs are out there. As we move just to a population of 7-some billion people, and that will grow in the next decade to maybe 8 billion, and it's now a bit of an exponential growth. That means another billion people will use the same amount of water. That means we need to become even better at understanding the complexity of the water chemistry. To me, that was always absolutely key, to create an environment where all of our associates like to get up in the morning. Even to this day, I see this here at Trojan Technologies, where people come in because they love coming to work, because it's a place where you are respected. It's a place where you're asked to take risk, where you're allowed to fail, as long as you succeed most of the time. You keep having a great job. So it's, I always say that's what made Trojan Technologies such a success that it is. That it was during the 25 years that I was president and CEO of the company. And I continue to see that to this day. And it's just, to me, it's an absolute marvel that this continues to happen. And it's, I think that creates a great legacy for all of us. But if I were to speculate, I would say, this is only the beginning of something great.